In a city, there was a wise and calm Buddhist monk. He once told the townspeople that words are powerful and can change lives. He advised everyone to be careful with their words, whether talking about themselves or others. After sharing this message, he finished his talk and left. One day, the monk was passing through a road, and a young man was also passing by the same road. When the young man saw the monk, he started laughing loudly and said, "O holy sage, you are a pretender. Your preaching that words have great power does not make it true. These are just words. How can words change our lives?" The monk listened to the young man's words attentively, then smilingly said to him, "Son, it is indeed through speech that this world has manifested, and good words always have the essence that can completely change a life." The monk told the young man, "Look, I am telling you from my experience, but if you still don't believe it, you can try it yourself." Hearing this, the young man became serious. He thought for a while and then said to the monk, "Oh, master, if this is true, please come with me. I have a younger brother, about 25 years old, who for some reason has been doing nothing for the past 3 years. He just lies around all day thinking. Seeing his condition, we are all very worried. Our parents are also very concerned. We have tried many methods and plans, but nothing worked. We even tried talking to him, but he doesn't say anything to us. Every member of the family is completely exhausted and defeated. Nobody knows what he wants to do. So why didn't our words change his life? And as you say, if words can indeed change life, will you help me?" The Buddhist monk, smiling, went with the young man. The young man took the monk to a field and pointed towards his brother, who was infamous in the village for his laziness and deceit. "If words have the power you say they have, can your words change his life? If this is true, then change his life," the young man challenged. The monk looked at the young man's brother carefully. He was comfortably sleeping under a tree. When the monk reached him and gently stroked his head, he said, "Wake up, son. It's very late. This is not the time to sleep. It's time to wake up." Hearing the monk's voice, the boy was a bit startled. "Who is waking me up so lovingly? Everyone in the village always calls me lazy and deceitful. Who is showing me such affection?" He opened his eyes, rubbed them, and asked, "Oh, master, who are you and why have you come here?" The monk said to the young man, "Son, that is the question I want to ask you. Who are you? That is what you need to understand." Hearing this, the boy laughed loudly and said, "Oh, master, if you want to know about me, go and ask any member of the village. They will all tell you that I am lazy, deceitful, and will mock me. This will surely convince you and let you know who I am." Then the Buddhist monk, smiling, said to him, "First, listen to what I have to say. The words of a hard-working person can hurt them deeply, so never curse yourself. Improve your words. And listen to my second point. I didn't ask the villagers who you are. I am asking you who you are, but you told me about your habits. Laziness can be a habit, but it's not your identity, and it's humans' habits that are bad, not humans themselves. So, son, you are not lazy or deceitful. These are just your habits. It's as simple as that, something the villagers can't understand." Hearing that, the boy was a bit surprised because the villagers had always only taunted him. Tears filled his eyes after hearing the monk's words. He fell at the monk's feet, folded his hands, and started saying, "You are right. This is just my habit, and I am very troubled by it. I have tried so much and made so many efforts, but I couldn't get rid of this habit. It's very difficult to break free from these habits. I have even tried to leave my laziness, tried very hard, but to no avail. Whenever I try to do something, I don't know why, but my mind starts wandering elsewhere, and I am unable to concentrate on my work. What should I do? How should I do it? I don't understand anything. Whenever I try to read books, I start feeling sleepy, and there's a strange pain in my heart. It seems like my life is just going to waste, and when I can't bear this pain anymore, I go to sleep so that when I wake up, I don't feel the pain. And now I'm even convinced that I can't get out of these habits. These habits won't leave me." The monk replied, "Son, if you want to get rid of this habit of laziness, I can tell you a proper solution, but you'll have to meet me tomorrow morning. I'll tell you the method then. If you want to learn it, come to me tomorrow morning." After saying this, the monk left, but all his words were echoing in the boy's ears. He couldn't understand what method the monk would show him that would permanently eliminate laziness from his life. Night came, and the boy kept turning in his bed, thinking about the monk's words. Morning came, and the boy went to meet the monk. He greeted the monk and said, "Master, as you said, here I am. Now please tell me the way to remove this laziness from my life." The monk replied, "Son, whenever your mind is in doubt, you can't make a decision, and you have various questions like, what should I do? How should I do it? How will I complete this task? How will all this happen? Then you are actually thinking from your past. You are thinking about what happened last time you did this, or what people said to you in the past. So from today, think not from your past, but from your future." The boy asked, "How can I think from the future?" The monk said, "Suppose you have everything today, everything you want, all the comforts. Now, tell me how you would like to spend your life." Hearing this, the boy fell into deep thought, because until today, he had only heard taunts from the villagers. No one had ever talked to him about his life like this before, and here the master was talking to him about his future. Hearing the monk's words, the boy started questioning himself. If I have everything, no shortage of money, and all the comforts, then how will I spend my life? After thinking for a while, he said to the monk, "Master, I would like to travel the world, climb mountains, walk on the sands of the sea, and become a great businessman." Suddenly, the boy's attention broke, and he said to the monk, "But, Master, how will all this be possible? Just thinking about it won't make it all happen." As soon as he said this, all the past events flashed before his eyes, and he started getting disappointed again. Now, he was thinking, I don't even have money, so how can I do business? I don't have any experience in business. How can I get out of this situation? The monk answered the boy's question. "Son, every night before going to sleep, write down your goal on a piece of paper, and in the morning, first thing, look at that goal and think about what you can do today to achieve it. Whatever you have written on that paper, try your best to accomplish that task on the same day." The boy replied, "Okay, you are right. But when I think too much, my mind becomes restless, and various thoughts start troubling me. To calm these thoughts, I go to sleep so that they don't bother me." The monk solved this problem, saying, "Son, catch the pace of your inner self and create a new future with the help of words." The boy said, "Master, what do you mean? I don't understand." The monk, smiling, said, "Son, this question of how will it happen is not a question but a fear sitting in your subconscious mind, stopping you from taking the next step. If you look at reality, no one knows how a task will be done. But when a person makes a firm decision, he keeps his goal in front and keeps trying persistently and eventually achieves success." The text translates to English as follows. "Oh, Master, if this is the case, then why do worries repeatedly arise in the mind? Why does the mind become restless again and again?" To this, the Buddhist monk says, "Son, it's because you are afraid that you are weak. Deep inside, you believe that you are lacking, that you are not good enough for any task, and this is why you are afraid to try, because your inner self always holds you back. Whenever you want to start a task, your mind preemptively tells you not to proceed, otherwise you will fail. This causes you worry and restlessness." Then the boy says, "Guruji, whatever you have said is absolutely true, but now please tell me, how can I get out of this trouble?" In response, the Buddhist monk tells the boy, "Son, the solution to this problem is very simple and easy. You must have noticed that we often blame ourselves, call ourselves various negative names which settle in our subconscious and prevent us from moving forward. These words have a profound effect on us. As we speak to ourselves, as we think with all our emotions, we become just like that. So, if you want to change yourself, if you want to become capable, you need to give new messages to your subconscious. Like every particle of my body, every part Every thought is filled with peace and energy. I fulfill my daily goals with firm resolve and confidence. I transform my weaknesses into practice, anxiety into meditation. I am filled with enthusiasm and energy, constantly working on my goals. When you say these words to yourself, you will start feeling powerful, and all your worries will begin to fade away, because this is the power of words. They will make you what you tell yourself. The more emotion you put into these sentences, the more they will start to affect you. Gradually, these words will become part of your mind and personality. But remember, your subconscious won't give up easily. When you move forward, it will try to pull you back, reminding you of your past bitter experiences to scare you and make you give up your goals. But you shouldn't worry. Because of these positive words, your mind will start accepting positive thoughts. The Buddhist monk warns the boy, "Remember one more thing. Your focus should not be on laziness. That is, you should never let laziness overcome you, but rather you should build a new future, a new personality. Your entire focus should only be on this." Hearing the words of the Buddhist monks, the boy says, "Okay, Guruji, I will do as you say." Then the Buddhist monk tells the boy, "Son, I am leaving this village now, but I will come back after a few years." Saying this, the Buddhist monk leaves and the boy returns home. But now, various thoughts were running through the boy's mind. He was thinking, if I start living my favorite life, if I start traveling the world, meeting new people, and doing what I like, how my life would be. Thinking this, he wrote his goal on a paper and went to sleep. The next morning, when he woke up, he repeated the goal written on the paper and then became silent. He then remembered the Buddhist monk's words that, "What can you do for your goal today?" He asked himself, "What can I do today to achieve this goal?" Then he once again focused on the paper. The paper said that he goes to the market and observes what things and goods people bring for business. He would study those things. After reading, he immediately went to the market. He sat at different shops, observed them, but couldn't understand anything as people were doing different businesses with different goods, and no one helped him. He became very sad and returned home disappointed. And then the boy remembered another thing the Buddhist monk said. Words have a lot of power, and words can change our lives. He remembered those positive thoughts and started repeating them morning and evening. From then on, he did the same every day. A month passed, but there was no change in his life. The boy started getting disappointed, thinking that nothing was changing in his life. But after a month, he felt better than before. His mind was thinking better. He started moving around more. Gradually, he understood the difference in thinking of those who move forward, do great work. Such people always think powerful thoughts and are never influenced by others' small thinking and fears. Whenever they face difficulties, they don't panic but find solutions and focus on solving the problem. They never wait for anyone, just believe in themselves and take immediate steps. When the boy understood all these things, he too slowly started moving forward. He started behaving just like that. From then on, he never sat idle. Whenever he felt like it, he would go to the market and learn how people were conducting business, what things they were buying, and which items were profitable for them. And whenever he felt like it, he would also help his father. He would go to the market with his father, bargain, and always kept learning something. One day, a spice trader came to the village who needed some educated young men who could count goods and keep accounts. The boy knew his goal, what he wanted to achieve. He understood that this job would teach him a lot. Without hesitation, he approached the trader. He knew he would be paid very little for this job, but he was ready to do it. Now the boy's thinking had completely changed. He no longer thought like others. He worked very honestly and wisely. About 3 months passed, and now the trader realized that the young man was very smart and helped him a lot in business. Therefore, the spice trader made the boy his assistant. The trader noticed that this boy's daily routine was different from others. He read and wrote every day, meditated in the morning, learned new things, and was not perturbed by problems. He talked to everyone with respect, treated everyone with honor. A year passed, and now the trader was very pleased with the young man. He slowly taught him all the tricks of the trade, and in no time, the boy had become a small trader. And when the boy understood the trade of herbs, he started his own business and in just a few years became the biggest trader in the town. People started knowing him as the biggest trader. His fame spread far and wide. About 5 years later, when he returned to his home, people were very surprised to see him. All his acquaintances asked him how he had changed so much. Then he said, "The Guru was right. Words can change our lives." So, tell me what you learned from today's video in the comments. I hope you liked today's video. Please like and share it with your friends. And keep supporting us by subscribing to the channel. So, let's meet in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself. Thank you, and Namo Buddhaya.